Hey guys, Kid here, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Part 2. Or, welcome back to the second episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. We are back into the tutorial. And we are running with our Keyblade backwards, because it's coolo. I guess there are no more chests, are there? No, so the command decks, wait, we have Arrow, Strike Raid, Quick Blitz. You only start out with 3 slots, but you get a ton more, and you get a ton of different ways to mix and match commands and be awesome.
Wow. Why does it seem so familiar? Whoa! Give me a break, Aqua.
Ven, you hopeless sleepyhead. You know, you should have at least brought a blanket.
But did I dream that place up? It really felt like I'd been there before, looking up at the stars.
Except you've always lived here with us.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Aqua.
Hmm?
You ever wonder what stars are? Where light comes from?
Well, they say.
That every star up there is another world.
Huh?
Terra.
Yep. Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there besides our own. The light is their hearts. And it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
What? I don't get it.
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
You're too young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, yeah. Terra, you and I have our Mark of Mastery exams tomorrow. I made us good luck charms.
Whoa.
Here.
I get one too?
Of course. One for each of us.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there, there's this tree with star-shaped fruit. And the fruit represents an unbreakable connection. So as long as you and your friends carry good luck charms shaped like it, nothing can ever drive you apart. You will always find your way back to each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashells, but I did the best with what I had.
Boy, sometimes you are such a girl.
Hey, what do you mean sometimes?
So this isn't a real good luck charm?
Well, that's yet to be seen. But I did work a little magic on it.
Really? What?
An unbreakable connection.
We got the Wayfinder, one of 3 good luck charms Aqua made for herself and her friends the day before the Marker Mastery exam. Boop. Okay, this is basically where we learn about a move called D-Link or Dimension Link. Whenever we finish a world, we will get a, or I think most worlds, all of them except for one for each character or something like that, I don't know. The Wayfinder allows you to use Dimension Link with friends and borrow their powers. You will meet lots of characters throughout the story that you can D-Link with, which means, you get their powers, and actually with the D-Link, when you attack, I don't know what the drop rates are, but when you kill an enemy, I think it matters what enemy it is, a little star will pop out. When you grab that star, it can level up your Dimension Link, and your Dimension Links can only get to level 3, but when they level up, it changes their finishing moves, and each Dimension Link has different powers. It just actually changes your entire deck, but then once you fill up the Dimension Link bar from getting combos and attacking, you get a special move, and it changes when you level them up. Get it?
Well, tomorrow's the exam. Anybody want to spar?
I can take you.
Okay, let's spar. We are playing as Terra now to learn about different things. This HP gauge represents your health. You run out of HP and you will be defeated. You'll die. You'll die. Use square to defend yourself. Press it while moving to slide. Or press square while holding still to block. Okay, he's gonna run us. We gotta block.
Quit going easy on me. You're not gonna win unless you stay on the offensive.
This command gauge fills when your attacks hit enemies. If you go a few seconds without landing an attack, it will start to drain. See, that's command bar. Whenever you raise it, the same thing as Dimension Link. Whenever you raise it, your character will get a finishing move. There are tons of different finishing moves depending on which way you play, and depending on which style attacks you use differently, which style attacks you use, powers and stuff. Like, then you'll get different kinds of finishers when you fill up the gauge with combos and things. Then, or just hitting a lot consecutively. Then you will get a finisher. There are tons of different finishers. Once you filled the gauge all the way, you can devastate opponents with a powerful finish command. And you can also name them, so that's cool. So just hit him. I'm gonna hit my little friend here. Terra's got different moves, as you see. He's got different triangle moves, quick blitz. He still has quick blitz, stun edge, now finishing move. That is a really basic finisher. Using triangle commands instead of regular attacks to fill the command gauge may cause you to charge command styles. Command styles make your X attacks much more powerful. Now there are a lot less than finishers in this. There are a lot less command styles than there are finishers in the game. But there's some like command styles are kind of like the form changes in Kingdom Hearts 2. We haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2 yet, or with me. So yeah, they basically create an aura around your character, and it completely changes the way you attack and the way you do things. You still have your commands, except your X attacks change, exactly what it says, and when you fill the bar, you get a really good finisher. And even some of the forms make you like fly around and stuff and pop up in different places and disappear and things. Which command style you get descends on the commands you use to fill the gauge. You will unlock more as you progress. Basically what they're saying is if I use the further I get in the game, say I get a move called Diamond Dust, which represents ice. I get a command style called Diamond Dust, which represents ice. That's all I'm saying. If I use all ice attacks, or mostly ice attacks, like 60% ice attacks to fill up the gauge, then I will go into Diamond Dust or fire attacks, and I will go into the flame one I forgot. But if you don't use any commands, if you don't use any triangle commands to fill up the gauge, you'll just get a finisher. But if you use more triangle commands than X attacks, you will get a command style, depending on which triangle attack you use. You'll get a different command style. But yeah. Some command styles are tricky to activate. Try all kinds of command combinations. It sounds more complicated than it really is, but yeah. Now we're going to go into a different tutorial thingamajigger. Badoop.
Well, that works fine if you're fighting one-on-one, but you need to know how to handle a crowd, too.
Use your shot lock command to hit lots of enemies. In this game, instead of a drive bar like you had in Kingdom Hearts 2, which we haven't played, I'm just comparing everything because this was made after Kingdom Hearts 2, but I'm doing them in order of story. You hit L and R at the same time, and it will create like, you know, like a hood, like a different kind of interface, different kind of hood, where you can move around the aimer, but your character will not move. You can move the aimer around and lock on enemies, and then when you hit X, he'll fire it off. And if you're at, or the person will fire it off, and if you're at max, then you can continue, depending on what shot lock you're using, you can continue using it in different kinds of ways to do more damage. Like tap X at the right time, or just tap it as much as you can. Or tap the right ones that pop up to teleport around and continue using it, depending on which shot lock it is. Yes, I just explained all this. So we lock onto him with L and R that we did before. She cartwheels and roll away. All we do is do this. And she shoots bubbles. Shot lock attacks require focus. Yeah, it's the focus gauge. What I was saying though, like you can also level up every command you have, including the dimension, like I told you, and your finishers do not level up. Command styles and finishers don't level up, everything else does. And keyblades don't, if you want to count that. I'm thinking. But you can level up your shot locks. The more you use them, they level up. And the more they level up, the faster they shoot out, the more damage they do. So eventually when you have a leveled up really good shot lock that's high leveled, you can just and just send it out like crazy. So yeah.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
Choose a character for this fight. We'll go Terra. Okay, okay. Whoa, buddy.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's his shot lock. He goes into the enemy. Yeah, take that, Aqua. Oh man, you just...
Let's go. It comes with experience.
I don't think I've ever done that fight with Terra. The beginning fight her. And this is where you can recap and do what you want to do. Want to spar again? No thanks.
Trust me, you guys are ready. You're gonna clean up at the exam tomorrow.
I hope it's that easy.
It's like the Master said. Power is born within the heart. When the time is right, you just need to look inside yourself, and you'll find it there.
During your travels, you can find new strengths by playing on the command board. I don't know where they tell you about this here. The command board is basically a board game that levels up your command if you want to. Levels up your commands and gives you commands in a more relaxing way, and also can unlock some secret things. And it powers up your commands and stuff and things. You can access the command board. Now this is the command boards. You have decks and stuff that like you can have like 3 decks. Each deck can have a different commands, different like in your command decks you also have like your shot locks and your movement things like rolling and jumping, because you can get different kinds of things for that too. You have like 3 decks. So
Oh, we don't want to lose track of stuff that's happened.
move into the circle of light. Press X to save your progress. Touching the circle fully restores HP. Now we're back to playing as Ventus. That is a save point. Bading Badu. You can also walk slowly, even with the PSP analog stick. It's kind of difficult. And especially sometimes in the day, just because my fingers twitch a little bit. Not like I'm a freak. And so it's kind of hard to do without putting my finger against the plastic. Anyway, save point, restores your health in X. It also can take you to the world map. But here they don't even... Yeah, see, world map, we can't do that. We've been playing for 29 minutes. Here are all my saves for the English version. You can actually tell the order I played it. I played Ventus, Terra, Aqua, then the final episode. But here we go. I will leave a save. I was gonna say one down, but I guess it doesn't matter. Save.
Hey, we're gonna head back.
Yeah, me too.
Together. Always.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
Ooh! Ooh! Ah! Ooh! Ah! Ah! Ooh!
Mickey, I cannot shake the feeling something terrible is about to transpire.
Hmm?
In this game, you choose one character at a time and complete his or her story from start to finish. Each character visits different places and meets different people, and only by finishing all 3 stories will you uncover the tale's deeper truths. Okay, so actually, yes, something about this game is a little different, actually. When you beat something about this Kingdom Hearts game is a little different. Instead of playing one character straight to finish, it has 3 stories, basically, which I've talked about a lot, actually, which I've been talking about the entire time I've mentioned their story, when I was looking at stuff and talking about things. Anyway, there actually are differences between the characters. You can see the descriptions down there. You can actually hit left, or you can hit... No, you can't. You can only hit up and down. You can see the descriptions, a kind young woman. For Aqua, you can see the descriptions under the character stuff, you know... And each character actually has differences, but in this game, you play through all their stories. This game, you play through Terra's story, then you go to Ventus' story, then you go to Aqua's story. You can play them in any order you want to. And then, actually, if you do play well enough, you will unlock the, if you do play well enough, or not if you do play well enough, but if you do certain things, depending on what difficulty you're on, you will unlock the final episode, which you do, and that's basically what I consider when you beat the final episode. That's when you've beaten the game. I do not consider it a secret. I consider beating the final episode, beating the game, which I guess that's what everyone else considers it. But when you beat a story, it comes up complete and stuff like that. Each character does have differences. Aqua's magic, low health, weak. Ventus is weak but fast. Terra's strong but very slow, not good at magic. Ventus... yeah, I guess you'd call him in the middle. But this is actually the end of this episode. I will select the character in the next episode. Ooh, that's suspenseful, isn't it? Isn't it? But yeah, I will select the character in the next episode, and then we'll go on from there, and then each character is going to separate and go on their own thing, and this adventure is going to begin, and stuff's going to get nuts. So the Kidney signing out here. I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.